In this video, we're going to discuss the compass behavior. So I am in a forest and I am completely lost. I really don't know which direction I'm supposed to go to get to my objective. I don't have a map or anything like that. There is a road sign here. The road sign is giving me, where the sawmill is, where the marsh is, where the station is, but the directions that I received said to head south. And I don't know which way is south, so I don't know if it's near the sawmill or near the station or this sign here fell down, the picnic area. No idea. But happily, somebody's left me a compass. So I'm going to pick up my compass and then I'm going to enable the compass, and you see that the compass appears on the screen and is giving me my cardinal directions. So I can see now, okay, south is this way. So south, he must be by the sawmill. So I would head south and go towards the sawmill in order to reach my objective, whatever that is. So pretty simple, right? There is other options though, and I kind of wanted to cover those. So let's take a look and see how all that is set up. All right, so here's our compass. This is just a test model that comes with Max. You can use whatever, model suits you. See, we have the pickup range, which is just how close do you have to be in order to pick up the object. Now, if you're using automatic, then that wouldn't apply. We'll get to that in just a second. Same thing with the pickup text. It's E to pick up is your prompt text if you're choosing the pickup option. We have the compass type, magnetic, which is what we see. That's the compass like this with the little pointer, and it's based on the magnetic poles. Or you can choose digital, and I'll take a look at that in a second, as well as always on. So this is your compass mode. You have pickup, in which case the player has to find the object, interact with it, pick it up in order for it to display. Or you have always on. And in that case, it would just be on from the start, and you wouldn't have to pick it up, in which case, like I mentioned before, your pickup range and your pickup text and all that stuff doesn't really apply in that case. It's just on automatically. So let's take a look at what it would look like if it was always on. And for the sake of visibility, I'm going to change the X position back from 92, which X, if you'll recall, is just the left and right. And Y is up and down. So we want the position, if you consider that the top of the screen is 0 and the bottom of the screen is 100 and the left of the screen is 0 and the right of the screen is 100, then we want the position of our digital compass to show up right in the middle, and we want it to be down below, or I guess up above is fine. Let's take a look and see where it is at the top of the screen and see what that looks like. Let's play it. Okay, so it's a little intrusive where it is right here, but we can adjust for that. You kind of have to do that, but you see what it looks like at least. It kind of gives you this digital readout that spins around instead of the magnetic look and feel of it. So I guess it just depends on what kind of compass you're using. You wouldn't expect that kind of readout on a dial like this. Let's adjust the Y position. Let's see, maybe make it 85. Let's see if that's too low. I don't know. Oh, that's not too bad. It's actually pretty good. Right there in the center like that. So, all right. So you could still kind of see where you're going based on that. So that's helpful. And you see that it's always on. So I don't actually have to pick it up. It's just there. So that's another option. It kind of depends on what kind of game you're making and what you're doing, but it is definitely a possibility. Now you have your radial size. That's just how big is that compass going to look when it's on the screen. Wouldn't really apply to digital, but it applies to actually, you know what? On second thought, I'm not 100% sure of that. Let me test that. Does it apply to digital? It does not. Yeah, I didn't think so, but I want to make sure, because you think about radial is the size of a radius, right? So it wouldn't make sense for a digital, but I wanted to verify, make sure I told you the right thing. Okay. And then we have our base image file. So again, these things wouldn't apply to digital, but they only apply when you're not using digital, when you're using the magnetic. It comes with some stock visuals for you, just so you can kind of get a sense and see. You see that it takes a background image, it takes your directional image, and then whatever you're going to be using as the pointer. So if you can find nice images to replace those, by all means, feel free to do that, make it your own. And then lastly, you have some sound. So I didn't use any sound for my compass, and I don't think it would make a lot of sense for a magnetic compass. I mean, maybe, but it's probably better suited to the magnetic one, just because then you can have it kind of have a little ticking or some kind of electronic sound to it. But that's ultimately up to you. It's your game, so you do what you think is best. But that's it. That's the compass behavior. Pretty simple, pretty powerful, pretty useful. If you enjoyed the video or if you learned anything new, please be sure to click the like button down below. That helps me out a lot. If you are new here or if you just haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. Would love to have you stick around. And then lastly, if you'd like a notification for whenever a new video is posted, just click the bell icon and that'll notify you whenever new content is available. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.